Welcome back to another vlog, or welcome if you are new. Today, hi Conella, what you want? She did have food, but she could always eat more. This week is our cook week. It's currently 8:19 and I am home on my morning break. I've been home for a little bit now. I already had my cup of coffee and it was quite delicious. Coffee together with the outdoor scents and the sound of the birds, delightful. I will be heading back to the kitchen in roughly an hour. 9:30. I still have to finish my coleslaw. I want to make a cowboy mayo and put it on the s'morg as a dipping sauce for their potatoes. Then that takes care of lunch. And then we'll also start prepping for supper and for breakfast tomorrow. Oh, that reminded me, I can't forget to take my recipe. We need it for supper. Hopefully this week is going to be fun and going to be great. Let's continue on. Cheers. That was a little bit odd, but what you gonna do?
For lunch we had whole baked broilers, potato wedges, carrot sticks, sprouts, coleslaw, as well as some leftover salad from yesterday's supper. And we did also have some type of vegetable, but at this point I'm not quite sure what it was.
My dressing recipe calls for 3 cups vinegar, half a cup vegetable oil. I don't do seed oils, so it's going to be olive oil. I'm going to do a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I took the dressing recipe from one of our cookbooks. The rest of the ingredients are from my head. I hope they're still on to shake. It says 1 cup sugar. I don't do sugar. Honey, it is. Start with half. This I'm just gonna estimate. It says 2 tablespoons. Not bad. Ugh. Put you on the celery seed, don't fall. This is a little bit too big, but I'm keeping it in here until supper time because I need to stir it occasionally. Now the mess. By the way, it's definitely not yet 4. I've been here since 3:30 and it's currently 3:53. I have quite a bit of work to do. If I go a little bit earlier, I can be a little bit more relaxed while I do my work. Made another batch of chia seed pudding, raspberry chia seed pudding for tomorrow's breakfast. I did add more raspberries this time, which is why it's pinker. Oh, it looks so good already. I need to put it in a different container because we don't serve it in this, and Amara's also needs this for her meat. Tomorrow's breakfast. Part of it. Woo! Raspberry chia seed pudding, hash browns, and some type of egg. This is just plain sparkling water, and then I added a little bit of apple juice. It was put out for during the summer months. Apple juice and sparkling water is pretty good. Oh, this is gonna get used a lot during the summer months. It's already getting used a lot. Well, the asparagus are ready. Yeah. Okay, they're perfect.
For breakfast, we had raspberry chia seed pudding, hash browns, eggs, toast, and of course, cheese. And of course, we also always have dishes at the dishwasher. Oh, I did clean my machine already. Great. Need to clean up the carrots. We have bacon for tomorrow's breakfast. Generally, we have bacon on Thursday, but Thursday we have a holiday. So we decided to move the bacon up here. We had to do a little bit of switcheroo here. For supper, we had a copycat Taco Bell crunch wrap, as well as a corn salad. I decided to just go with the filling and skip the wrap. Of course, I have to make a pit stop and check on the trees. The shrubs, they're not, what am I kidding, the shrubs. They're looking lovely, although I think I need to get some support for this one. It's leaning a little bit too much. And then even this one here, this little one that I was afraid was a goner, is not. And I'm pretty happy about that. Happy and well for now. I love my cook week. I absolutely love it, but I also need to get out and get some fresh air and smell the fresh air. So, but yesterday I went biking. Today I'm borrowing Granny's cart and we're going for a ride. We being, come on now, let's go. I just do fear for my camera a little bit because it got a little bit dusty on the way here. Whoa, this is bright. The glads are also coming along rather nicely. I forgot to mention this on Monday, but if you're cooking, then you are in charge of washing the vegetables that you're going to need for your cook week. That's what my partner and I were doing at the very beginning of this video. We like to wash our vegetables on Saturday. Monday at 6 in the morning, we already start getting ready and prepping for lunch, so we need the vegetables early Monday morning. And you also avoid the hassle of having to cook and wash vegetables at the same time. Although it only took us about an hour-ish, maybe a little bit more. I wanted to talk about all this stuff on Monday, but I was just so excited to pick up the camera and talk with you and tell you things that had slipped my mind. Tomorrow there's a holiday, Ascension Day. We call it Himmelfahrt. Because it's a holiday, it gets treated like a Sunday. There's no breakfast for us to serve tomorrow, which is nice. Not gonna lie, it's nice. The few clips that I showed this morning, I was cutting asparagus because our people love grilled asparagus with their eggs. We had bacon and eggs for breakfast, and the potatoes I put through the chopper are for potato salad. Usually when we have a potato salad, we'll use leftover potatoes. It's a perfect way to clean them up. Or sometimes we cook the potatoes and then we cut them. Today I decided we have a chopper. Why don't I chop them before, make teeny tiny nice cute potatoes, and then I'm going to steam them. And then I'm going to finish making the potato salad at supper time. Give the potatoes a chance to cool. For lunch, we had homemade hamburger patties, roasted asparagus, a carrot salad, pickles, and there is a baked potato somewheres. And that bacon on my plate is mine left over from breakfast. It went perfect with that homemade hamburger. Oh yes, the icing on the cake. He says salad. Please focus on me, yeah? Almost forgot the veggies for supper. Yes, I also need to clean the rationale after.
If there's one thing you make from this vlog, hopefully it'll be the carrot salad. I found it on Pinterest. It was called the Korean carrot salad. Although, unless sesame oil is not your thing, then you might not like it. There's people here in our colony that love sesame oil, and there's people that don't. I am one of those that loves it, like really, really loves it. Of course, this salad was right up my alley. Ginger, garlic, soy sauce, sesame oil, and then I also added a pinch of salt. It's very straightforward and very good. Although, unless one of these ingredients is something that you don't particularly enjoy, then you might not like it. But yeah, it's currently 1:11. I have a few more minutes before I go back to the kitchen. We're having a brownie trifle for dessert tomorrow, and the regular brownies are already made, but now I made gluten-free. I mean, I could have made them at 4 when I go to the kitchen. I'm actually planning on going to the kitchen today earlier, like 3:30. Could also make the brownie when I go a little bit earlier, but I was like, you know what? Why not make the brownie now? I have time, I have energy. Let's go. So I did it. It's now resting. It had to rest 30 minutes before I bake it. I'm gonna go bake it, and then I don't have to worry about it when I go back to the kitchen. 4 is the time when we go to the kitchen, like always. If I have work to do, I go earlier. It saves me from running around completely stressed. We have 12 cook weeks in our colony, so I cook once every 12 weeks. I try my best and I put my whole heart and soul into it. Continuous. I just put the squash in. It's gonna take a bit before it's soft and I can do anything with it. But I realized I never actually showed you the finished brownie. Cut it in half. I need to see it. That looks so fudgy and good. Yay. Great. For now, I'll cover it and I'll clean it up later. There's also the regular that needs to be cut. First thing on the to-do list is I have bacon to cut. I do have a lot of leftover bacon from breakfast, so this is perfect. I love bacon. Might be easier to cut if it was warm, but we're gonna have to do it this way today. This is not it. I have a better idea. Take this. We have this machine back here. This one. Add your bacon. I think this is perfect. Anyways, what I'm going for.
For supper, we had a Ruben burger, which is basically a Ruben sandwich plus a burger patty. If you make it, I would suggest skip the Thousand Island. It might work on a Big Mac, but it does not quite go with a Ruben. Other than that, that burger was delightful. And then, of course, we also had the potato salad.
Well, we have had quite the afternoon. Oh, what I want to do now is sit and relax. Maybe go lie flat somewheres. I'm not going biking like I did on Monday. I'm not even going for a ride like I did yesterday. I just want to do nothing. It was busy. It started off okay. We got all our work done, but then it just got really busy. But it was fun, actually. We joked, we laughed, we had fun. That's the most important part. So even though it was crazy busy, we still had fun, and it was a good afternoon, but now I need rest. And now tomorrow's no breakfast. And I don't have to be in the kitchen till 8:30. These are scones. It might be Thursday, Sunday, if you're looking at it from a holiday point of view. But we're already making scones for tomorrow's breakfast. One of the things you do is you prep ahead a lot. Makes your life so much easier. These are the lactose free. Amaris is making the regulars. Woo! The never a dull moment in our kitchen. Yellow scoop for shaping scones. That's the perfect size. They are currently at the Sunday morning church service, but we are the cooks. The food has to be ready once they get out of the church service, so we stay here and we get everything ready. But we do have a PA system, so we can listen to the service while we work. Maybe you'll probably be able to hear it. But let's get to scooping scones. We do have a chicken oriental salad for lunch today. I'm gonna be frying the chicken, or amaris, whoever. These are all the toppings. This is the special sauce. I feel like there's something missing. I don't think there is. Then we're also having giselle soup, I guess. One is for the kids in the children's dining room, and one is these two are probably gonna be for the adults. Yesterday for supper we had grilled pork loin and store-bought fries, and then leftover salad that we had at lunchtime or dinner, whatever you want to call it. We call it middog. I'm saying this because there's always people that are new. We make our own homemade fries, but special occasions we use store-bought fries. We were quite busy in the afternoon, so I didn't film anything else. And for breakfast today we had scones and scrambled eggs. On our colony that's the bell for school. On our colony, we always serve scrambled eggs with scones. For lunch today, we actually have a lot of leftovers. Enough so that we now have leftovers for today's dinner. Lunch. Earlier this week, when was it? A few days ago, was the first time we had radishes. So now I have fresh radishes to make a salad. So we've figured out our meat. We have roasted asparagus for the vegetable. We have a potato. I cut potatoes into chunks this morning, and then there is the radish salad, and that covers dinner. Middog. I had to enlarge my salad recipe. If it's any good, I will put it in the description box. If it's not, it's just not going to be there. The salad calls for cucumbers, radishes, red onions, and then it has its own vinaigrette dressing. I don't write down the measurements for the cucumbers, the radishes, and the onions. I just make as much as our colony needs. Girls have a very busy day today, but Amaris and I are cooking. Our work is in the kitchen, so we're not expected to be in the garden. If there's work, you don't go. You're the cook this week. So even if you're not in the kitchen at a certain point in time, you don't have to go to work. I mean, your work is in the kitchen. That's a lot of work. I'll read you what the girls have to do. Well, there's asparagus after supper. Planting tomatoes and peppers, and then maybe watermelon and cantaloupe. We'll have to see how it goes. And we use the planter, like we did for the cabbage. I wanted to sit and enjoy my keef. We go to the kitchen at 9:30. I mean, it will only be a few more minutes, so I'll quickly finish my kefir and then I'll head out. This is the salad. It's absolutely gorgeous. I also thinly sliced my onions, put them through the machine. And I didn't have white wine vinegar, so I used red wine, and it's still quite tasty. And I did also add quite a bit of honey to the dressing. Yes, ma'am, I am. Feta cheese. It's a win. It's a win. Goody, goody, goody. Amaris is cutting onions for curry chicken. We're having it at supper time. I gotta get the potatoes in. Okay. Now bake.
For lunch we had potatoes, roasted asparagus, the radish cucumber salad, carrot sticks, hummus, and I decided to go with the leftover burger patty. We had burger patties or leftover grilled pork loin.
Wow, that is white. Oh my goodness, my camera battery is flashing. It was flashing this morning and I forgot to charge it. But It's currently 3:30. I'm here early again because I have work that needs to be done. Usually when I'm here on my own, I'm just working on salads or vegetables, and that is my job for this week. My partner's jobs for this week are helping the head cook look after the main meals, and next time around we'll trade. She will do the vegetables and the salads, and I will help the head cook. And I just decided to go here early because it's quiet, I can go at my own pace, and I like it. Another job that I have to do this week is all the condiments. Wait, where am I pointing? All the condiments on the table need to be wiped, and I have to see if there's any that need to be filled. The colony where I come from, the person that is on salads and vegetables takes care of the condiments in the dining room. Next time my partner is going to be doing salads and vegetables, and she's going to be taking care of it. It's not going to take me a while. I only think it doesn't take me longer than half an hour, but it'll be nice to get it out of the way. I don't need my partner's help. It's totally fine. She has enough work. We have curry chicken. She'll be helping the head cook look after that, so this is on me, and I'm fine with that. I just really hope my camera battery does not die. I'm trying to decide if this one needs to be filled, because if it's halfway, we leave it. I'd rather the old salt gets used before we put fresh new salt on top. And also, a lot of people are not comfortable being on camera, or even being around a camera, even if they're not on the vlog. So it's easier if I just go ahead of time and record a little bit for you. Yeah, that's another reason why I'm here early. And there's one table done.
For supper, we had curry chicken served with rice, roasted string beans, and leftover salad.
Okay, so hopefully this will be okay, the audio and everything. Oh my goodness, it's loud. One of the jobs that we have to do in our cook week is we have to clean the fridge. And, well, we have a lot of leftovers. So we're having leftovers for supper today. Fries, leftovers, and then I want to make a fresh dill pickle salad. But to be able to clean this fridge, we need to get all this stuff out. Oh, and here's the mousse. This is the mousse that I made this morning. We're also going to be assembling the dessert. So, let's get this stuff ready, and I think I need to unplug the fan while we work. It's too cold, it's too loud, it makes us a little bit nuts. Right now, my biggest fear is the audio not working because I do sometimes have problems with it. Peace and quiet. Noodles for the salad. My partner will be here shortly. I just came a little bit earlier so that I have time to set up the camera. Sometimes it takes me a little bit longer. We have cutlets left over from, when was that, Thursday? Whoa, 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 this is the squash. Leftover Ruben burgers. Unpacking. The mousse, the mousse, the mousse. Ugh. Oh, you gorgeous thing, you. I can't show you now without dropping it, so I'll show you later. I actually wanted to record a little bit of me making the mousse this morning, but we were in a little bit of a time crunch, and I had mousse all over me. I wore long gloves, but I was covered. I had to wash my hoodie. There's a little bit of mousse on my shoes. It was a messy one, but it's gonna be a good one. These are all my vegetables. I have a ton of buckets in here and they're all almost empty. Why I didn't clean them up sooner is beyond me. Eliminated 1, 2. I have to show you the mousse. This is gonna go on the cake. Brownie trifle, actually. Well, it's cake and brownie trifle, and it's starting to move. Is das der Hutterite syrup? Ich glaube. Diese container. Sugar water. I don't know. Whoo! I do not think sourdough starter is supposed to do that. Ugh.
For lunch we had beef, baked carrots and parsnips, baked potato, as well as carrot sticks and radishes. I wanted to make a drink for supper. I ended up going with a strawberry drink. So I just heated up some quick frozen strawberries, blended that together with mint, sweetened with honey, and then I added tonic water. And there is no recipe, I just added things as I thought of them, and I added everything to my liking. For supper we had roasted asparagus as well as a pan scramble, which is basically layered tater tots, and then we added our choice of meat, grilled asparagus, mushrooms, onions, top with scrambled eggs, top with cheese, and then bake a few minutes until the cheese is nice and melted.
I am bringing a chair. I need fresh air. I've been dealing with a nasty migraine all morning, so it hasn't been very good. It's now a few days later. At this point my cook week is finished, and just to be totally honest with you, I am truthfully not really sure why we had that much leftover food last week. We never have that much food left over. I'm thinking it might be because it was a really hot week and then people just didn't eat that much, and also there were quite a few people that were not feeling too well, so they also didn't eat that much. Our recipes are figured out perfectly for the amount that we need on our colony, and if I would have made it a little bit smaller, then there would not have been enough food. And that is what happened Monday at supper. We did not have enough food, and it's the worst feeling ever. I'd rather have leftovers than people not have enough food, and throughout the week put out leftovers with every meal, and then also have 1 or 2 meal times that are mostly leftovers, which is what we had to do. So it was a lot of leftover food, but it didn't go to waste, which is the main thing. And also I wanted to say the mousse. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is frustrating. I can't get rid of my migraine. I just dunked my camera and my mic in water. I never show these parts because they're not fun to see, but we all have them, so I might just include it. Hopefully it will be fine. We'll sit on the floor for now. It seems to be the safest place. But I just wanted to quickly talk about the brownie. I showed very little of it because there are always people around that weren't comfortable with the camera, so I decided not to. We had leftover brownies in our freezer. We had leftover white cakes in our freezer. So all I did was I baked a box of cake. It was the Betty Crocker double fudge cake mix. That's all I made. We mixed the brownie and the cake together, added a layer of that, added mousse, added more cake and brownie layer, added whipped cream, and then scorbits. And that was the brownie trifle. But people really, really loved it. But I think that's all I have for this vlog. I'm almost done editing and it's already quite long. So I will be ending the vlog here. Thank you for spending this week with us, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.